During the international break, every continent comes alive on our channel, Eurovision, all things Europe, Nations League, Euros, FIFA WC qualifiers. Goal Plus Africa, Africa's Heartbeat, AFCON, CHAN, COSAFA Cup, FIFA WC qualifiers. Libertadores Vision, South America Uncovered, Copa Libertadores, Copa America, WC qualifiers. Silk Dynasty, Asia Spotlight, Asian Cup, WC qualifiers. Harambee Stars Unleashed, everything about Kenya's national team. When club football dominates, we go deeper, United Frontline, the ultimate Man United fan experience. Echoes of Anfield, Liverpool like you've never seen it. House of Galacticos, Real Madrid Uncovered. Premier League Game Month Show, Stats, Analysis, Insights every 4 game weeks. Champions Crystal Ball, UEFA Tournaments, Club World Cup, Super Cup Predictions. Final Whistle Debate Show, the hottest sports topics debated by experts, every 6 weeks. Deal Paranoia, transfer window coverage you can't miss. And for weekly predictions? We cover everything, Premier League, Championship, FA Cup, La Liga, Serie A, Bundesliga, League One, DStv Premiership, T20 Cricket, F1, Women's Super League, international tournaments, and much more. Why subscribe? Because we don't just show games, we predict, analyze, debate, and break the stories that matter. From transfers to tactical battles, from managerial appointments to live watch-alongs, Football Overseas gives you the edge no other channel does. This is your hub for global sports, where every match counts, every opinion matters, and every fan belongs. Subscribe, join the debate, and fuel your passion. The game doesn't wait, and neither should you.
One, go. Yo, pick up guys, welcome to the Football Overseas YouTube channel, and we are live for another Champions League Round of 16 predictions. Now this is return legs, and you know how we do it. Yeah, so Champions League, and make it lively, make the chat lively, and enjoy the stream, enjoy the action, and I'm here to predict for you all the 16 games. Obviously, some games are dead games, some games are already decided, other games are to be decided in this return leg, and other predictions as well, because this is Football Overseas, and I'm your host, Kyle, founder of the channel, and we start off with the first deal. We start off with UCL. UCL round of 16 return leg, and the first fixture is Barcelona versus Leverkusen. Wow, obviously both teams have had a big matches going on between the two teams. Yeah, sorry, Barcelona versus Hans. So obviously that great score right now. Our great score was 1-1. Heading to the return leg at 1-1, and Barcelona is hosting the return leg in the second leg. So Barcelona ended up smashing Seville 5-1. That was a good match to watch. Newcastle beat Chelsea 1-0 away from home. They managed to get a back-to-back win, keeping the intensity, and obviously we all know how it hurts to play in Camp Nou, and for this game it will be tougher for Newcastle. Obviously, Barcelona wants revenge. They found it a bit tough in St. James Park. They needed a penalty or a lucky goal to equalize towards the end. And Newcastle dominated, but they did not have enough stamina to keep their 1-0 lead. So the ball it towards the end. But this should be a good match to watch tomorrow. And if and I'm predicting a thriller of this game. I think there will be a lot of goals going in and out, and I feel like both teams' attacks will be firing on all cylinders, and Barcelona wants revenge, and they'll get a revenge, and they'll beat Newcastle 3-2 to advance to the quarterfinals. If Barcelona beats Newcastle, they'll come Madrid finals. So yeah, next fixture: Arsenal versus Leverkusen. Leverkusen played good football. Due to Leverkusen blew to Bayern Munich, Bayern Munich 1-1. Shock, yeah, it was a shocking result, and Leverkusen is on high morale. Arsenal, yeah, Arsenal just went to beat Everton 2-0. So obviously Arsenal is on high morale. They managed to get a clean sheet. Each Leverkusen did not manage to get a clean sheet in the match, but let's be honest, you cannot compare beating Everton to beating Bayern Munich. There's levels to this. Obviously, Everton is a smaller team than Bayern Munich, and Leverkusen managed to get a draw against Bayern Munich. So that confidence that has hit up, and traveling to Emirates. Emirates is a tough stadium to go to. Arsenal plays high intensity football at the Emirates, and I see Atletico Madrid, uh, Leverkusen. I see Leverkusen crumbling in this match. I see Leverkusen being beaten by Arsenal 3-1 away from home. Oh, that will mean that Arsenal advances to the quarterfinals, and they'll meet Bodo in the quarterfinals. Next game is Liverpool versus Galatasaray. Oh wow! Tell me a team that has a lot of troubles, a team that needs to win as much as Liverpool needs to win. Liverpool versus Tottenham. That game was Liverpool bottled that a win there. Liverpool was leading 1-0 at one time. Even in the first half, I thought Liverpool will beat Tottenham 2-3 in the first half, but Liverpool did not finish their chances. In half, Liverpool went to bed, and Tottenham came back and drew to Liverpool 1-1. Tottenham looked like the better team at halftime. At second half, I don't know what happened to Liverpool, because the first half Liverpool, I saw a different kind of Liverpool. Second half Liverpool, I could not identify, but I enjoyed that hate watch. I enjoyed my rivals dropping points. Yeah, and obviously Liverpool versus Galatasaray is another big match, and it's in a lot of has a lot of pressure as well, because most of the what is keeping him in the job mostly right now is Israel football, and if an slot is knocked out on Wednesday or Tuesday, it adds a lot of pressure to his job security. And now Ancelotti is like a dying man fighting for his last breath. He wants to have that last breath. He wants to get that last oxygen so that he doesn't suffocate himself more and more. But I don't think so. I think watching that game of Galatasaray versus Istanbul, Galatasaray smashed Istanbul 3-0. And those are two levels of teams. Galatasaray was at home and they showed dominance against Istanbul. And Liverpool against Tottenham, they were 45 minutes Liverpool scored, and there's levels to this. I know they're playing at Anfield. Oh, that's why I'm not predicting a loss for Liverpool, but if it wasn't for Anfield, I would have predicted a loss for Liverpool. So I predict a draw for Liverpool. I think it will be 2-2. I think Galatasaray advances to the quarterfinals, and Galatasaray will meet PSG in the quarterfinals. Next match is Sporting versus Bodo. Wow, wow. The performance, Bodo short spin was a cold performance. Bodo smashed smart Sporting 3-0, and I was right about it. I told you guys that Sporting will be beaten by Bodo 2-0. I said it in the first leg. I said Bodo will smash Sporting 2-0. And look at this game as well. I think Sporting has done a miracle. The first Norwich team to complete five back-to-back UCL wins, and obviously they've beaten so far four of UCL opponents. Yeah, and they're about to knock out two. Could they do a miracle and be the first Norway side to win the Champions League? I doubt it, because if they qualify to the quarterfinals, they meet the big boys. They meet the big boys Arsenal, and I doubt Arsenal Bodo will beat Arsenal. So anyway, let them enjoy it as it's while it lasts. And hosting, obviously, we all know Portuguese teams play better in Portugal than they play away from home. And in this game, it is going to be a tight game, obviously. It, Bodo will get a clean sheet, another clean sheet. I'm predicting Bodo to beat Sporting 2-0. I know I predicted that in the first half, but I don't think Bodo will smash Sporting 3-0. There's that element of playing in Portugal, number one, and the second element is as well playing away from home, and that's those are two elements. And also, Sporting has home ground advantage, but Sporting is not the same Sporting that was back then under when Amorim Sporting. This is a different kind of Sporting, and you all have to just admit it that Bodo is just an incredible team to watch, watching the style of football, watching how they attack, watching how they defend. That's a reminder of how football used to be back then, before it got technical, before we have runners, before everything else. And this game, I'm predicting 2-0 Bodo to knock out Sporting, and Bodo will end up meeting who in the quarterfinals. Bodo will meet Arsenal in the quarterfinals. Yeah. Next game, Chelsea versus PSG. Obviously, this game is dead and dusted. Unless there's a miracle, which is unlikely. Let me present this. Yeah, so Chelsea versus PSG. I watched the Chelsea versus Newcastle game. Chelsea just played poor. Chelsea was just lucky that Newcastle did not fully attack Chelsea. Newcastle's 1-0 win was a flattering scoreline. It could have been more. It could have been 3-0, and Chelsea were just lucky in that kind of performance. But congrats to the Chelsea women's team for winning the FA Cup anyway. But back to the Chelsea men's team, there's a lot of things that Chelsea needs to work on. I'm not a Chelsea fan, but I just feel like Chelsea needs experience in the squad. Chelsea has a lot of youth, upcoming players, but they don't have too many players with experience in the squad. So that's the difference between Chelsea and PSG, because PSG knows how to balance youth, and they know how to balance experience in the squad. So those two elements as well. Yeah. And obviously this match is a dead match. This match, Chelsea comes into this match hosting PSG. Obviously, PSG might rest some players because it 5-2 PSG's three goals have advantage, so there's no need to play a full strength team. And Chelsea may not want to be smashed again, so they just have to play as full strength team with some rotation as well. Because Chelsea, I think, is playing against Man City, if I'm not wrong, next in the Premier League. I could be wrong. Um, no, they're playing Everton in the Premier League next. Yeah, So obviously this will be a tough game for Chelsea. Um, I'm predicting a loss for Chelsea either way, but my predicted loss will not be that huge. I feel like this will be a good entertainment. I feel like some goals will come from the substitutes, and Chelsea versus Newcastle. You'll see 5 goals happening in this match. 5 goals happening in this match, and there'll be more performances than that as well. So Chelsea will lose 3-2 away at home. They'll lose 3-2. It should be a better performance than how they played in Paris, but it be it yeah, slightly improvement, but either way they're getting knocked out. That's the ultimate truth. They'll get knocked out, and there's no need lying to Chelsea fans saying they have hopes of having a comeback because they won't have any comeback in this game. Yeah. Next is Barcelona versus Bayern Munich versus Atlanta. Bayern Munich has a goalkeeper crisis. Yeah, shockingly, Bayern Munich has a goalkeeper crisis, and I don't know how true it is. It could be some rumors, but Bayern Munich are playing a 16-year-old tomorrow for the game against Atlanta. It makes sense anyway. Bayern Munich has a huge goal defense in this match. They have 5 goal defense in this match. So even if they play a 16-year-old due to injuries of their goalkeepers, it won't make any difference. Bayern Munich is already through, and they're just awaiting their opponent in the quarterfinals. Bayern Munich is just awaiting Madrid in the quarterfinals to just qualify because those two teams they already know they're facing each other in the quarterfinals, and I feel like Bayern Munich can even rotate their squad a bit. Atlanta will go. Obviously, they won't bow out in a horrible way. Is there even a need for Atlanta to travel to Munich? Because let's be honest, I don't think even if Bayern Munich decides to refuse to host this game, or they decide that they forfeit, that won't even that forfeit will thus won't even knock Bayern Munich out of the competition because a forfeit is that's 3-0 default win, and that will Bayern Munich is still advanced by 2 goals difference. So I think in this game to be a good game to watch, to be a good opportunity for fringe players to get some minutes for Bayern Munich, to be a good opportunity for young players to get some minutes for Bayern Munich, and it's a good opportunity for the goalkeeper to show how good he is, how he can cover for Neuer, how he can cover for any, and yeah, and it's a good opportunity for him to show that he's not just an academy star. And he also imagine a 16-year-old playing in the Champions League. It also shows that it also shows that he can do a lot. But anyway, this match, before I waffle to match this match, I'm predicting Bayern Munich to beat Atalanta 3-2. Entertaining match, 5 goals will happen, and next game is another match. Next game is Man City Madrid. Madrid smashed the hell out of Man City. Valverde's press. You know what's crazy is that one might think that all these goals were spread equally between first half and second half, but no. Man City and dusted in the 45 minutes. Man City was buried in Madrid in the first 45 minutes. Man City, Donnarumma did a lot of dance moves in the first 45 minutes than any other players did, and Valverde does gave Man City Madrid a fast track ticket to the quarterfinals to meet Bayern Munich. And obviously, this match, 45 minutes. I know Man City fans are thinking, oh, Romatada. I don't think there's any Romatada happening in this match. I think most likely it will not get smashed again, obviously. That confirmed, it will not get smashed again. Will you likely lose? I don't think you'll lose. Will you win? It's a 50-50, but will you have a win that is big enough to knock Real Madrid out? That is unlikely. That is 25%. That is not even 25%. That's even 10% unlikely. But in football, we have seen miracles, and that's a miracle that I don't want to see happening. Yeah, and Real Madrid is just in hot form, especially after playing Man City. They went on to beat Celta 4-1. I know Barcelona fans were like, oh, Madrid will end up losing to Elche, Elche again. That's a big team. That's a big game team, but no, Real Madrid still went on to beat the next big game 4-1. And what did Man City do? Man City went to the Premier League and they drew 1-1. They bottled their chances to compete bar to bar with Arsenal. And you're telling me that Man City side has a chance to do a remontada against Real Madrid? If they can't even beat Real Madrid's second team, how can they even beat Real Madrid as well? So I think this prediction, I'm going for 2-2 prediction for this game. Next game, last game is Tottenham versus Atletico Madrid. My advice for Tottenham fans, well, you know, I know this game is dusted. My advice for Tottenham fans, they just stay home. Both teams are just playing for the sake of playing. Just stay home. There's no need for you to come to the stadium. Was it 5? Oh, it was 5-2. Sorry, 5-2. Yeah, yeah. So my advice is to just stay home. I don't think 11. There's no Ramatanda happening. There's no comeback win happening. There's no smashing comeback win you're going to do against Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid still won the game this weekend 1-0. They didn't win by a big scoreline, but they won 1-0. But in the end, Tottenham it drew to Liverpool. He did well in the Liverpool game. I give you kudos for that. Second half, he showed up. Yeah, he showed up well, and he made your club proud. Made your fans proud. Obviously, that's a consolation for how you are smashed, utterly, and demolished away from home. And I guess Atletico Madrid, I'll predict another smashing happening. To not be a smashing of 2-5, but it will be a smashing of 3-1. But anyway, pick up guys, thank you guys for joining the stream on the Football Overseas City channel. Yeah, make sure you subscribe to the channel and like the stream. Yeah, subscribe to the channel because that is a wrap. I'll see you guys for the quarterfinals predictions. And yeah, I'm out.
Thanks for watching Football Overseas. We're thrilled you joined us for today's action and analysis. If you enjoyed the stream, smash that like button, share with your football family, and subscribe to never miss a moment. Stay connected with us, Instagram at Foyt2019. X at Kyle44323945. Facebook, Football Overseas and Football for Life Show. TikTok, FO_NextGen_SportShub. Catch all your favorite shows, Premier League Game Month Show, Champions Crystal Ball, Goal Plus Africa, Eurovision, Libertadores Cricket, NBA, and Rugby. Want to join our team of predictors? We're looking for passionate fans like you. Email us at fanmanchesterunited515@gmail.com or DM us on Instagram with your name, favorite team, and nationality. Football Overseas is where passion meets sports. The final whistle may have blown, but the conversation continues. Keep your passion burning, and we'll see you in the next stream. Subscribe now, because at Football Overseas, the action never stops.